Hello everyone, this is GM Var Akobian with 1000 GM, and this is the recap video of the round number 11 of the US Chess Championship 2022. In this round we have Hans Neimann winning again. He won in a previous round against Moradi Abadi, and now he defeated Alex Lenderman. Let's go over the results of this round. In this round we have Dario Schwartz lost with the white pieces to Sam Savian. Ray Robson drew against Wander Liang. Fabi Caruana drew against Jeffrey Chong. Dominguez defeated Christopher Yoon in a marathon game, 131 moves. And Niemann won a nice game against Lenderman here. And Shankland drew Aronian. And Wesley So defeated Moradi Abadi. So in this round, we have Niemann playing with the white pieces, open up with d4, d5. So we have a solid Slav defense here played by Lenderman. Knight f6, e3. This line is becoming more fashionable, and now knight e5. Knight d7. Knight g6 takes, and now the move g5. Yeah, I've seen this played before, and even in our database here, there are quite a few games, and most people play 75 games play with knight e4. Even knight g8 is played 40 times. Knight h5 is played, but I wouldn't put a knight on h5, because if you put a knight on h5, let's say after the move h4, this knight might be stuck here for the rest of the game. So I wouldn't be totally happy with that. Okay, so that's another option now. I would try to maybe avoid. So let's go over now the this e4 takes h4 defending, bishop g4, h4, bishop b4 check, and now bishop d2, trying to trade, queen a5. Yeah, this is still played before, so we're following some modern theory. Wesley So Nawara, f5. It's important to connect your pawn chain, because the bishop g2 move is coming up, and you're going to have some problems defending the e4 pawn. So that's why it's important to do that. c5, king e7, b4, king c3, bishop c4. All this is played very quickly, as you can see from Alex Lenderman's clock. I mean, he had prepared all this. And now knight is coming to e6, and if your knight lands here and f4, and it's just going to get really, really nice for black, so you have to try to break it. So you play the move f3. E takes f3. Move af1. King d7. And I think the important moment here was here. Actually, you don't need to take on d4. So it looks like it was just a mix-up in a prep here for Lenderman. I think it's important that you play the move knight f8 first, because then f3 move is not really playable, because you just take and you have the move e4 to support it with. And if you take this, let's say knight can come back here, and it's just going to be very nicely placed on e5. Okay. So yeah, it's very important to this. So you play it there. Yeah, this actually is a little bit of an advantage now for white after the move f3. King d7, knight d6, and yeah, here, because this is not the best move, because now the pawns are going to be a little bit vulnerable. So the best is just to go here. You have everything defended, and you're eyeballing the move d5 here. And now if you go here, you just take. Rook e1 check. If you go here, you're getting mated here. a4. Rook a1. Rook a8. Yeah, now it's again advantage for white because the a6 pawn is weak and just the pawn structure looks a lot better for white here. So let's go back. Yeah, rook f1 would give nice advantage here. Knight c7. It looks like now Lenderman is absolutely fine. King e8. So I'm a little bit surprised on this move because it looks more natural to play the move rook e8. But again, he's probably worried about the move bishop f7. But if you do that, then this is the problem, rook f8. And now it's very concrete. Check. And ay. Look at that fork. So he probably overlooked this nice tactical idea of check and knight f4 because now you have a bishop hanging and rook on h3 as well. So it would be a very, very nice, trick for black. So after rook f8, you're going to have to actually go back. You go back, but then I can just play rook h8. Now you're controlling this. Yeah, it's going to be very hard to do anything because if, let's say, you play this way, now knight comes in. Putting knight e6. Now knight takes g5 is coming up too. So king e8. Now b5. b4. Yeah, it's white is still better here, but you can take, by the way, can take here because the move rook d3. So it goes knight f4. a5. So more or less, actually, it looks like, Lenderman is absolutely fine here, which he finds everything. And here we get to the critical moment in this game here, basically. Black has three options. I mean, king b8 you don't really want to do because it just doesn't look good. So you have to choose between two moves, king c8 and king d8. And it's funny, one of the moves is just equal, absolutely equal, and the other move is just losing. So it's like, yeah, you make one move and yeah, you're just basically losing the game after that. So yeah, so it's very, very important here to think and find the best move, so to speak, because if you don't, you're just going to be in big trouble here. So unfortunately for Alex Lenderman, he makes the move that just simply loses the game, and the game finished pretty quickly after that. So the correct move here is he played king d8, that just loses. The correct move is king c8 because you'll see in a critical line, c6 takes bishop c6. Oh, sorry, not this line. This line is just equal. King c5, knight e4 here. You have a clear, very important move, rook d8, and you actually threatening rook takes d6 mate here. Okay, you play rook d6 with the mating ideas, and you don't have the move rook d2 to actually defend that either, because d2 square is just simply covered. Okay. So yeah, that's a key moment here. But if you put a king on d8, which you did, actually king c8 looks more natural too because you're protecting b7. So it's very important to protect that piece too. So that's why I think it was more natural to do that. He went here, c6, and now actually king c5. It's possible that he maybe underestimated the move king c5, but now the point is king is going to be on c6, and then rook is going to come to on b2 again. The best option here was to go knight here, rook h6. Now threatening to play g5. Now you just take. If you take, there is g5. If you go here, you have this. Yeah, actually this escapes, so that doesn't work either. So actually you have to play rook d2, takes, king e7, bishop b3. This a pawn is remaining, which is very, very important, okay? So this is very important to do. So, all right. And white will win this but it will be some technical ideas. So instead he played f4, and now simply rook b2. Threat is to just check and pick up the rook. He goes here. Again, threatening rook c8 mate. d5, attacking this, and now threatening rook b8 checkmate. It's actually a checkmate on b8. It's not even just a check or it's just mate. So you have to play the move knight b5. Takes. And here, if you play the move rook b5, you actually, I just go king c6, rook b5, and I win because I have that a pass pawn. And that's actually, it leads to a mate. See, it's just mate. Okay. So that cannot be stopped. So you have to take back with this. And that's now a very important moment here. You don't want to take. If you take, that's going to be a huge error because of the check. Take. And actually I queen the f pawn with a check. Okay. So you actually lose the game here. But of course, he's not going to do that. He can just go king c6. Again, domination of the kings here. Now the threat is rook takes b5 and just mate. And also this is coming in too. So even here, take king c7 first. Now threatening d7. And after d7, he resigned because the threat is to play d8. You play here, just queen. Let it check. Take. And you promote the pawn into a queen. Okay, very nice win, very nicely played by Hans in this game. Again, opening error by Lenderman led to a difficult position, but after that he came back. Actually, he came back, and again, taking on d4 is inaccurate here. You're supposed to play knight f8, but he actually came back later on, and position was just equal until the double question mark move king d8. Even though this looks kind of good for white, but it's very hard to win because you are actually down a pawn here. So it's not easy to win. If you play king c8, now rook bishop rook here, take on h4 with a check. Okay. So he goes here, knight e6. Goes here, knight d8. A knight will be nicely sitting here on c6. Bishop here. And just g5. Yeah, I mean, you can even win this game. So anyway, nice win for Hans, and that's 2 in a row for him. And let's see if you can continue here. So there are 2 more rounds remaining. Let's see if you can finish on a high note. Thank you, everybody, for watching the recap number 11 of the 2022 US Chess Championship. Make sure to subscribe to our 1000 YouTube channel, and hope you enjoyed this video. And we'll be back with the last 2 rounds. Thank you. Have a good one.